All right, so I was just looking back, and we looked at a story yesterday about Love's travel stop on Lamar. There were two shootings that happened within days of each other. The first one, if you can remember, there was a gentleman that was shot, a man shot, um, and drove himself to St. Francis Hospital. Police interviewed him. He didn't want to tell who did what to him, or he couldn't, one or the other. And then there was a second one where there was a call to the same Love's travel stop, Love's gas station, and there was a homicide on the spot. So this story here shows 13-year-old among two arrested in deadly shooting at Love's travel stop, MPD says. So let's go to the story. Man. And again, going back to the kids, we were just talking about this, being able to put something in place, a catch-all, to keep the children out of situations where they have bad decisions that are being made. The environment, because a lot of things happen just simply from the environment that you're in, the things that you say are okay for you or not even okay. You may go into something saying, I'm going to take something for somebody. And then the situation spirals out of control. And now all of a sudden you're in a homicide situation. Little bad decisions turn into big bad decisions. And so something needs to be in place so that it can be there can be a relatable outlet for kids to be able to get in a pipeline that works and promotes them and pushes them further down the road rather than one like this situation here. Let's see what it says. An 18-year-old and a 13-year-old were arrested Thursday and charged with first-degree murder in the shooting death of a man at Love's travel stop earlier this week. The name and the teenager were also charged with aggravated robbery and property theft, according to Memphis Police Department. They were taken into custody Thursday afternoon after a foot chase in Oak Haven. Memphis Police Department said it all started when officers responded 4:30 p.m. that day to the 3900 block of Bishop Bridge Road, where the department's aviation team tracked a Kia Sorento believed to have been stolen during a carjacking on July 2nd. These Kias. The suspects ran off after the officers tried to pull the car over. They were later charged in connection with the shooting death of a man at Love's travel stop on Lamar Avenue that happened earlier July 2nd. Police said they believe the 18-year-old and the teen boy committed a string of robberies and car thefts on that same day. Yeah, I was just literally saying to myself, man, they were on one on July 2nd. I don't know what was happening on July 2nd, but they were definitely on some video game or action movie type time. They were charged with first-degree murder in the perpetration of an aggravated robbery, 2 counts of aggravated robbery and theft of property between $10,000 and $60,000, police say. Yeah, I mean, it just, I don't know what was happening for these kids July 2nd, but that's the rest of their life. And the shooting death of a man. One thing, be careful out here in these streets. 2, something needs to be put into place that's relatable to these children here in the city, in these communities. I don't know what that thing is. Nobody wants to put in the time. And it's hard. And you have to have a certain personality. And you have to have a conviction about it. And you have to feel like that's what you're called to do. And you have to be forward thinking. And you have to be prepared for pushback. And you have to be prepared for people to tell you whatever, because they're not going to come off of what they stand on and believe. And they probably won't believe you anyways, because they've been failed so many times before. So how in the world am I going to sit there and say, oh, yeah, it's going to change now? And 105 times before it fell through. Funding fell through. You know, yeah, the money fell through. It's not a priority. You start and you stop. I don't even know how to get started in this thing. I don't care to begin with, so I'm not about to get started in this thing. Yeah, it's so much junk in between where we are and where we need to be, and the path to get there is full of obstacles and minutia. So look, I think that all things are possible. It can be done. It's just the plan to actually execute, and it has to happen on a lot of different fronts. So I'd like to hear what people are doing out there right now to kind of stem a lot of this activity from early years. I'd like to know what people are doing to bring in children that might not care about that particular thing, or care about doing something better, because either the people around them don't care about it, or how are you pulling those kids in? Or are you just saying, forget it, man, time's gonna tell, you can't save them all, that type of shit. If you keep on saying, look, if they keep on saying, if whoever it is, I don't know, but you can't save them all, that can't save them all is gonna keep growing and growing and growing into you're not saving any of them. So I mean, just a tragic story, and something we want to see improve. We want to see it improve. All right. See if there's anything else out there that's Police say that a man apparently high on drugs climbed into the ceiling of an East Memphis gas station and caused around $10,000 worth of damage. I don't even look. I don't. Man, you do all types of things high on drugs. I know that much. Where are we at? I don't know what this is about. Why one Memphis lawmaker fought to protect hairstyles in Tennessee. Wow. I didn't know you had to protect. Did we already talk about this? I think we already talked about this. Memphis appeal for additional law enforcement to counter downtown crimes. I believe this is the one where they sent a memo or a request to a request to Sheriff Bonner. Yeah, this is the one where that had already been. All right. Trying to find something positive. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of positive things going on. Also, a lot of Fourth of July events that have um, that we had here in the city this past week, which was good. It's good to be out in the community, everybody fellowshipping and all the rest of that good stuff, um, and hopefully staying cool. So I'll say this. Hold on one second. So I'll leave it there for today. And we'll get into more and have hopefully more positive to talk about in the coming days. And I'll make sure that I have some things on deck and not just things that are controversial or paint bad pictures of the city. But yeah, it's about the youth, and I see that there's splash pad opens in Orange Mountain Park, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? Get those kids outside and have them playing, get them off those video games or whatever else that they do off this internet, and get outside and do your thing. That's just beautiful. Nearly 3 months after the deadly mass shooting in the Orange Mountain Park, residents have something to celebrate just in time for the 4th of July holiday. Yes, they do. So there's a lot of different things that are going on across the city and will continue to happen. Hey, look, I want to say thank you for joining me. Please comment, please like, please subscribe to these videos. It'll help me tremendously, especially the comment parts, so I can get your opinions on the individual topics that we're speaking on. And I will post as a entire video instead of segmenting them eventually. Right now I segment just to kind of bring people through the door and see what they have to say about those individual topics. But hopefully we'll be able to get participation in an entire stream. And again, I'll be going live at some point or another. So hey, look, I want to appreciate your presence. I want to appreciate your participation and your interest. And hopefully we can continue to do this. And I'll definitely see you tomorrow, if not again today. So hey, take care of yourself, be safe, and do something impactful today. Have a great one.